Welcome. Thank you for joining us. My name is Rich Checkan, President of Asset Strategies International, and today I'm joined with Mark Yaxley of Strategic Wealth Preservation in Cayman Islands. Welcome, Mark.
Thank you, Rich. Glad to be here.
We're going to go through a couple subjects here in a series. We're trying to get our clients better acclimatized to what you offer at Strategic Wealth Preservation. Today, I want to focus on Cayman Islands, or Cayman Islands, right? If I say it correctly.
That's pretty close.
Tell me a little bit about the jurisdiction. What makes Cayman so special?
Yeah, Cayman is a really unique country. If you've never had the opportunity to visit, not only is it a beautiful Caribbean island, but it's one of those places that has so many attributes that a lot of people aren't aware of. So glad to share that with you today. The first thing, just a little bit of background information about the Cayman Islands. It is a British overseas territory. So it's a protectorate of the United Kingdom. So if ever there was any trouble on the island or from an outside source, the United Kingdom does have an obligation to step in. But they do have their own government. It's a democratic country. They elect their own government. They write their own laws and regulations. One thing that a lot of people probably don't know about Cayman is how close it is to the United States. It's only an hour flight south from Miami and about 2.5 hours from Texas, or 3.5 hours from New York. So it's very, very close to the United States. And for that reason, it's a popular destination for American tourists. Probably about 1.5 million Americans arrive on the island per year. And aside from tourism, obviously, there's a lot of U.S. business influence, U.S. investment there, real estate properties and or hedge funds. So it's really a U.S.-friendly jurisdiction.
Understood. Specifically in your line of work, you're in precious metal storage business, right? So specifically regarding precious metals, what makes Cayman so special when we look at import taxes, export taxes, things of this nature? What's special about Cayman?
Well, you mentioned it, Rich. Really, one of the things that makes Cayman a great jurisdiction for precious metal storage is that there are no import tariffs or export tariffs on gold or silver and most platinum and palladium products. So you can move metal to and from the island with no additional cost, no VATs, no customs duties fees that can be quite costly in Europe and other places around the world. The other thing that people, probably are aware of because they've seen some movies or they know of the Cayman Islands as a tax haven, is there's no sales tax at all on the Cayman Islands. So when you're storing precious metals there, you're not paying any kind of sales tax on the storage. And I know that's kind of a minor point, but when you're planning to store metal for 5, 10, 20 years, that additional sales tax can really add up. So it's great that there's no sales tax. And the last point really that makes Cayman special is the fact that even though we're an offshore jurisdiction, we have the same liquidity in terms of precious metals, buying and selling within the vault with the help of ASI and other wholesalers that are active in the vault. So when you want to add to your holdings there or sell and withdraw there, the liquidity exists just like it would in the United States.
Gotcha. Now, I don't know about you. I'm not a big fan of regulation. I don't think a lot of our clients are. Do we have any significant regulations, or what's the regulatory climate in the Cayman?
That's a great question and a very important question. So SWP is a regulated business, which I do believe is a good thing. I think all businesses need some sort of oversight, and we are regulated by the Department of Commerce and Investment in the Cayman Islands. It's the same body of government that regulates lawyers and real estate agents in Grand Cayman. And I would call it an appropriate level of governance. There's not a lot of overreach. Their biggest concern is really AML, anti-money laundering, and terrorist financing. Those are the two areas that they really focus their attention on. So what that means for us as a company and for our storage clients is that we don't have any wealth reporting requirements to our local government, to our local regulator. We don't have to disclose to them who is storing metals in our vault and how much they are storing in our vault. So that privacy remains, even though SWP is a regulated business.
Fantastic. Well, Mark, thank you for taking a little bit of time with us here today, letting our clients get to know SWP, Strategic Wealth Preservation, a little bit better. Really appreciate your time. Thanks for coming.
You're welcome, Rich. And if ever they're looking for more information, they can go to the website and find more information about the Cayman Islands there.
Wonderful. Thanks, Mark. Well, for all of you that would like to take part of storage with SWP and Mark and his team down in Cayman Islands, we've got a great deal for you. If you would like to lock in lifetime storage rates, very reasonable, very favorable at 0.5% per annum for gold and 0.95%, just under 1% for silver for the life of your account there at SWP, all you have to do is open an account through us, fund it with metals between June 1st and August 31st of 2021. If you do that, we'll lock in those favorable lifetime rates, regardless what you put there in the future. Sound right, Mark?
You nailed it, Rich.
Fantastic. Act now. Take advantage of this great deal.